Mace, who is a congressperson from South Carolina. And I want us to circle South Carolina on the map because I feel like South Carolina is in play for us. Definitely in 2 years, definitely beyond. But locally, we need to look at South Carolina, all of the districts, and start running people and primarying people and looking at how we can send more of folk who are human beings to Congress representing that great state. 1 in 5 African Americans in this country, black folk, can trace their lineage to the shores of South Carolina. There's no way in hell Nancy Mace is a representative from there, and we should be okay with that. Aside from what she did to Michael Eric Dyson, besides that, she, as I mentioned before break, posted an image putting biological over women. And why did she do that? Well, there is a transgendered woman in Congress, and I guess her name is Sarah McBride. She's a representative elect, Sarah McBride, and I guess this is her way of welcoming Sarah to Congress. Now, these people feel very fifth grade to me. And I feel like fifth graders are more mature than this. This is like third grade. Like, I don't like her. She's funny. She's a transgender. I'm going to put, welcome. Ha, ha, ha. And I'm going to post it and look because I'm a crusader against this trans thing. And let me just say, the trans issue was an issue in this election, which is wild to me when you consider that transgendered people, and this is I think a survey from the CDC, make up less than 1.2% of the nation's adult population. 1.2% of the nation's adult population. Most of us don't know a trans person. And if we do, it's in passing. Maybe it's RuPaul's Drag Race that you've watched, but you ain't been in a bathroom with a trans person. I taught for 25 years, both at NYU and Hunter College. And in all of the years of teaching, I had a sum total of 3, maybe 2 and a possibility, because I don't ask those questions. Trans students and I remember the very first one because it was, shocking. And I remember the first time I had to deal with pronouns, which was also, an adjustment for me. But it was an adjustment for me. I can't imagine living my life like that and then being tortured and tormented by the likes of a Nancy Mace and others because of how you show up in the world. And you're not bothering anybody. Your very presence. Can you imagine your very presence causing people so much hatred and anger that they want to put signs over bathrooms and keep you out of places and sit on the back of, wait a minute. I'm black. Yes, I can imagine. I can't imagine. And so can some of you. So for that to have been a wedge item, an item that sent people to the polls to vote for T-Rump, because those commercials were playing with Charlamagne's voice on there endlessly about the transgendered operations with your tax dollars, when that was a policy that was enacted under T-Rump, and anybody that had an operation, they had it under his administration. Y'all can go back and Google search that. But it's wild that we're spending so much time on this. And you can say, well, every time I look up, there's a transgendered person in a TV show or a movie and the Muppets, and it's everywhere. Well, yes, okay, because you know what? People are so hateful that I think Hollywood and others are definitely trying to normalize so that people can live their lives and just be and not be killed. By the way, I had printed out something, I think from the CDC, the murders, the number of trans people who were murdered in the United States doubled between 2017 and 2021, doubled, according to data that was released, was this last month. They found that it was a 93% increase in tracked homicides of trans and gender nonconforming people in the United States and Puerto Rico over the last 4 years. 56 people were killed compared to 29 deaths in 2017. Notably, while only 13% of the transgender community is estimated to be black, only 13%, I guess it's the same percentage as we are in the world, in the country here, not in the world because we're the global majority. Black trans women accounted for nearly 3/4, 3/4 of all of the known victims. So as Black people, our folk are being killed. And you ain't got to like trans people. You might think it's an abomination, a sinful God, and all of that. But if you are a true believer and a true follower of Christ, you're going to love these people because they're people. And imagine being elected to Congress, to serve your community. People showed up to vote. Let me go to Ballotpedia to see how many votes they got, because I want to make sure we need to put these things in perspective as we think them through, right? Let me see. Sarah McBride, Ballotpedia. I like what they do. Okay, here we go. Sarah McBride is a member of the Delaware State Senate, and then just got elected to a term. Okay, Let me go. Let me see how many votes. Let me go. Election 2024. 282,000 people cast a vote for Sarah McBride in Delaware in a general election in the House. 282,000 people elected Sarah McBride to go and represent Delaware, which is a really tiny state. You show up to Congress, to Capitol Hill, and you're proud because you're gonna fight. You're gonna do some things, right? Because you've promised, and I feel like you're the first ever to serve as trans from this state. You're gonna do some things, right? To go to the bathroom, because you're gonna have to pee. You're gonna have to pee during your time, and to see somebody put biological up there. My mama grew up in Augusta, Georgia, where there were colors only water fountains, colors only bathrooms, colors only. Jersey also had a colors only section on the train at some point, a colors only station. New Jersey, Garden State, in the 1800s as well, early 1900s. The Jim Crow wasn't only in the South. I'm just saying. So to show up with your colleagues and to see that, I can't even imagine why would you do that? Who are you impressing with your third grade behavior? And why is this acceptable? Well, a couple of people rang in, and I agree with them. They'll say it better than I can. Let's take Katie Couric first. Katie Couric had reached out to Sarah McBride for an interview, but then saw Nancy Mace and felt like she had to say something. And maybe she's also, petitioning Sarah McBride for that interview that she wants. So she's going hard in the paint. So I got a little bit of eyebrow up with Katie Couric, but play it anyway, Smiz.
Hey everyone, I'm just so disappointed that this Nancy Mace, a Republican from South Carolina, is being so rude and, I don't know, just bigoted against Sarah McBride, who is a new congressperson from the state of Delaware. I know Sarah. She is the first openly transgender member of Congress, and she's an extraordinary human being. Has done a great job representing the people of Delaware and is now going to be doing it in Washington. And it just seems nasty and mean and cruel because she is the only member who is now forbidden to use the ladies' room. And it's just shitty, Anyway,
literally.
I just wanted to say that. I asked Sarah if she wanted to do an interview. She hasn't gotten back to me. But I don't know. People are just mean, aren't they?
Yeah.
It really makes me mad.
Yes, Kate,
that's it.
They are. And I didn't even consider, what if she has to do number 2? You want her to go into the men's room, Nancy Mace? Come on now. There's stalls in there. It's Congress. Y'all are all supposed to be venerable, upstanding citizens. You go in the bathroom, you do your business, you come out. What do you think she's going to do in the bathroom? She's got to go to the bathroom. It's so weird. And I just looked up how many votes Nancy Mace got. She got a whopping, we got a primary, even though she just got elected. Damn it, y'all. Damn, we could have gotten her out. And she won by 40,000 votes, 48,000 votes. She got 169,000 votes to win that District 1 in South Carolina. So we got 4 years to get her. Oh, no, we got 2 years to get her up out of the paint. That's an every 2-year position. Right now, Nancy Mace, we running somebody in the Republican primary, okay, in South Carolina. This is one seat that we can get. Let me tell you how many votes she got in the primary. Y'all ready? Drum roll, Smith, because this is up for grabs. Drum roll. 28,300 votes. Me and you, and you and you and you, we know 30,000 people in South Carolina. Shoot. She could lose that primary on a party of Lincoln candidate running in her primary. I bet you. Because she had 2 other people run against her. They're going to do that again, split the vote, and then we just come on in. And I think we should run a white person. Maybe we should run a white person. No, maybe we should not run a white person. Is South Carolina an open primary state? Let me get the Nancy Mace, your time is tick-tocking. Okay? You don't represent us. She won by 100. She won 28,300 votes. She got 28,300 votes in her primary. And then she won the general, 169,000 votes. Sarah McBride, in a state that's way tinier, got 282,000. She got more than 120,000, 110,000 more votes. She has more of a mandate than you, Nancy Mace, to be in Congress. 100,000 more people voted for her than voted for you. You're a horrible, horrible person. That's one. Okay, let's keep a list, y'all. Nancy Mace's seat, we coming for it. Hashtag Party Lincoln. Hashtag bye-bye. Bye-bye, bigot.
My days are cooler. Nights are warmer. And I put the blame on you. Time moves slow.